Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Tier 6 British Premium Medium, the Cromwell B. It's sitting on the south spawn of Tundra, and it's under the command of Ghost 608 of the RDDTZ clan. Now you may know Ghost 608 under another name, RNG as Toxis. Yes, he has supplied a lot of replays to us in the past, and he's a very good player. Game on! Okay, the Cromwell B is very similar to a standard Cromwell. Slightly better ground traction, but it's also got a premium camo scheme, but he's not wearing it on this occasion. You can see the Desert Rat symbol at the bottom of the hull, and of course this is the vehicle that rode into Berlin right at the end of the war. Waiting for an enemy tank to come to sight. Nice one. Puts a round into the engine bay of the Leopard. Now it's a 75mm gun, and enemy Arty's responding already. It's a Gorilla or an SU-122. It's 135 Alpha, 145mm pen with standard ammo, but a fairly slow shell speed, which means you do have to lead the target sometimes. With the premium shells, the APCR, it's actually capable of 202mm of pen, but a slightly faster shell velocity, and that Arty definitely has a hard-on for him. And I suspect that might be the Gorilla actually who's trying to do that. Now the reload time is actually very good, 3.74 seconds per shell, and you can see Ghost has got it down to 3.07. So 45 TP there. Gets a round in, pulls back before the guy can do any damage. So what's so great about the Cromwell B? Well, it's actually a tank that was supplied to the 7th Armour Division, which is the Desert Rats, after they came back from the desert. And they took one look at this tank and thought, oh my god, there's all those flat surfaces. This is going to be dreadful. There's no angled armour, and any shells that hit the front of the vehicle are just going to go straight on through. So they weren't very much impressed with the designers. Then of course they took it out into the ground and they realised it actually has power. This thing can go 64 kilometers an hour maximum speed, and it's got a Meteor engine, which, if you don't know, is actually a Spitfire engine. Yes, the Merlin engine, but it's had the supercharger taken off so it can run in a tank. So it's a very powerful engine, and in fact it's the same engine they later on put into the Comet. Now this is a tier 7 game with tier 5 tanks in it, so we're going to see a few opposition that we can defeat and a few that are going to be difficult. And I think in Ghost's case, it's going to be a lot of the difficult ones, because he's going to have a really good game in this one. I don't mind telling you that straight off. Okay, the enemy pops his head up, the VK30-1H, and he's pumping shells into his lower plate, which is fairly weak, and he can get the pin with this gun. The guy should have pulled back sooner. And in fact, actually, he did get the track damage as the Fifi on our team finished that guy off. So it looks like he's working well with Arty to take the enemy out. Now you can see just a short distance away from him is a Bishop on their team. He has to get a bit closer in order to put shells onto the hill. And at the moment, yes, there's a lot of spotting going on, and there's a round from the Bishop actually hitting the or trying to hit the enemy. He's telling his teammates to pull back, especially that budgie, because he reckons that budgie could get wiped out. Oh, and the enemy's got closer. In fact, it looks like an enemy budgie. No, it's a Cheetu. It's actually going after our Arty. There he is. One round on the move. The Bishop, he's totally ignoring the Bishop. We get another round in. We're going to go around the rock. He's aiming towards the Bishop. We fire one in. Oh, it's the second round. Third round goes in. We took a round from the budgie, and he finishes him off with a round to his engine bay. Yeah, we got hit by a budgie up on the hill. It looks like he's got the big gun, because he hit us for 318 hit points. One shot takes out the M4A3E8. Who's next? He's already got 3 kills. Who's next? Okay, can't see anybody up there. You can tell from the way that he handles the tank and the way he keeps in third-person view until he absolutely needs to aim through the sniper view that he actually is a very experienced player. Ghost has been around for some time, but of course he's been away, so he hasn't been able to play, hasn't sent us any replays for a while. Okay, now it's just sitting back to regroup. Enemy tank in sight. There's a Tiger 131 a short distance away, and a couple of other tanks have turned up from the heavy alley. Oh, and we just lost our T-34-100. Okay, Tiger 131. First round in. Goes for the engine bay. Oh, Fifi takes the kill away from Ghost. Yes, so our Fifi's now got a kill there as well. Okay. Tiger 1 is encountering two tanks at the same time, an Achilles and an ISU 122S. You can see them. They're both coming at the same time towards him, and the Achilles has decided to go a different route. Now, this could be an opportunity to take the kill. First shot hits the armor but doesn't pen. That is, second shell finishes him off. So that's 4 kills, and he can now get the ISU. The Tiger, he's asked the Tiger to pull back. Nice kill. The ISU was looking the wrong way, and because the Tiger pulled back, he was able to get the kill. He's now got 5, which means he's 1 short of getting a Top Gun. There's the SU-122. Gets 1 shot in. Can he get the kill? No! The kill goes to the Basotto on his team, which means now he still needs that extra kill to get the Top Gun. You can see he's had a bit of luck as well, because one of those rounds glanced off the side of the turret. The armor's not very thick, I'm afraid. It's only 68mm to the hull and 76 on the turret on the front, and 40 on the sides on the hull, and 63 on the sides on the turret. So not much in the way of armor, which is why it can go very quickly, but it's also very vulnerable to enemy tanks in that sense. There's the Griller. Backs up. Oh, he's switching to the HE, gets 1 round in. And he takes the kill, and that's his Top Gun. Okay, there's only 3 enemies left. They've got a Budgie up on the hill, an ARMT who appears to be full health, and a Comet. We don't know where the Comet is, but we know where the Budgie is. He is definitely up on the hill, and he's a 1-shot. 1 round will take him out. But we know he's got the big gun. We definitely know that because he put 1 round into us when we were shooting at the Cheetah. In fact, you can see the hole right in the back of the vehicle next to the exhaust. Okay, he needs to take out the Budgie with 1 shot or he'll be dead meat. There's the Budgie. Ooh. Well, he took him out, but 27 hit points is all he's got left. And 1 more to kill to get a Radley's. It's the Comet. Can he get... Oh, denied. Oh, such a pity. He did so well in that game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Ghost 608 in the Cromwell B. He managed to get a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, and he got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 10 in total. He actually got a rare medal here, an Oskins medal. You have to kill at least 3 enemy tank or tank destroyers in a medium tank, and they must be at least 1 tier higher than your own, and that is difficult to get because, of course, it means you're going up against stronger opposition and taking them down. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall, and he got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. He would have had a Radley Walters as well if that Comet hadn't died so quickly, because he had 7 kills and he just needed 1 more. His win rate was 10,598, which is super unicum and a lot more. And that's a very good example of how great the Cromwell B can be in a battle. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage was 2,935 hit points, and he got that. Second highest damage was the Budgie on the enemy team, 2,076, and the ISU 122S both got he got 2,046. He took down both of those players. When it came to kills, he got that one too, because he got 7 kills. The next highest being the Budgie on the enemy team with 3 kills, and 2 kills went to his Fifi and to his Bisotto. And the Bishop player, by the way, he got a Confederate and just 1 kill, so he was very active and he stayed alive the entire game. But unfortunately, our Fifi didn't. He got taken out. And when it came to base XP, 1,718 base experience points for Go 608. 778, less than half of his score, went to the Bishop, and 757 went to the Fifi. So yet again, the Artys were top dog, apart from Go 608. He fired 29 rounds in the game. You actually get 64, so you've got plenty of ammo, and he didn't even get through half his ammo. And of course, he used most of his ammo was standard rounds. 26 direct hits on the enemy and 23 pens. So he did have a bit of difficulty on a couple of shots actually getting pens. He did fire and get shells that bounce. 2,935 hit points of damage, of which 447 were at more than 300 meters. I think those were the shots on the Grilla that he fired at long range. 4 hits received. 3 of those were penetrations, 1 non-penetration. Yes, one of those was the round that bounced off the side of the turret. That was the one that left a green mark on the side. The 3 penetrations, well, 2 of those came from the same tank, the Budgie. And it took virtually all of his hit points when they did. He blocked damage of 300, so I reckon the Budgie must have hit him with another round, which we didn't clock, but it must have hit the tracks, or it just was deflected. Maybe that was the round that actually bounced off the side of the turret, and he really shouldn't have been alive in the game, because that round should have killed him, but didn't. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 12 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 killed, and 458 hit points of spotting assist. Now, he was on a free-to-play account, so he actually made a small loss of 787 credits. That's mainly because he actually did consumables at full price, full value, but he didn't spend that much on the way of ammunition because, of course, he was very careful to use his standard ammo before he used his premium. Also, 2,061 experience points out of the game as well, so a very good game and a nice little earner. He did carry the team. 1 more kill, and he would have got more kills than the rest of his team combined. But it was a good game. So welcome back to Go 608. I'm sure we will be receiving more replays from you in the future. I think I've still got a few of your replays still to do from years back, but I can get those done sooner or later at any time, I suppose. But yes, that was a great game in the Cromwell B. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.